After sewing the dress, this is the front bodice and this is the positive side of the front bodice. This is the facing for the front bodice as well. I've already ironed interfacing at the back, at the negative side of the facing. This is the positive side, this is the negative side. You back stitch, then you will continue with half an inch. You will notch the neckline. After notching, you will flip the facing like this and top stitch on it, so that when you turn it to the back, the neckline, the facing will relax properly at the neckline. This is the back bodice and this is the facing for the back bodice. I've already ironed stay on it as well, so I'm going to place the positive side to the positive side. Just the way I did to the front bodice, I'm going to sew half an inch round. I will notch it and top stitch. After sewing, this is how the back neckline will look like. Iron it properly to make it relax. Next is to join the front bodice and the back bodice together at the shoulder. There are two different ways that you can join front and back bodies together at the shoulder. The first way, you can join it like this. You will align everything properly. This is the back bodice, this is the front bodice. You place on it like this. And sew it down with half an inch. Or you will place the front and back bodice like this. You will take the facing of the back, you will use it to cover it up to the front like this, and sew it down with half an inch. Either way is fine. I think I will do this style. It will hide the seam. This style will hide the seam at the shoulder. So I'm sewing it down with half an inch. You back stitch. After sewing with the method that I showed you, inside the seam is hidden, then the front is like this. It's usually very fine. I'll do the same thing at the other shoulder. This is how it looks like in front. As you can see, it's aligned properly with the back. That is why you need to take your time properly to arrange them at the shoulder before sewing it. Then look at the inside. Next thing to do is to turn it to the negative side. You turn the front and the back bodies to the negative side and sew the side seam with 1 inch seam allowance. You will measure your 1 inch, you mark it, Then you sew it down from there. You will do the same thing at the other side. You can decide to fold the hem twice, just like this, and sew it all through. Or you use a bias strip, for the lower part of the dress. You can decide to use any one that you like, but I will be using a bias strip. It always makes the finishing look nice. Take your time with it. Always take your time when sewing so that the outcome of your dress will be beautiful. So I'm going to notch it round. Be careful when notching it so that you will not cut through the thread. I'm top stitching on the bias. It is necessary to do that. It will make the bias, after turning it, to be very flat and nice. I'm top stitching on the bias. The next thing I'm going to do is to turn the bias to the negative side and sew it close to the edge all through. As you can see, it is very neat. That's the essence of notching and top stitching. Look at the front, then look at the back. The sewing is very neat. As you can see, the front and the back bodies, it is very neat. That is why it is necessary when you are sewing your bias, you will take your time to notch, to top stitch it before you will turn it to the negative side to sew it down. As you can see how neat it is. Look at the front, look at the back. So I'm going to continue with the process till I'm through with it. Always take your time while sewing. No need to rush. When you take your time to sew properly, the dress you're making will be very neat and it will come out beautifully. I'm through with the sewing of the bias. As you can see, it is very neat. I'm going to put this aside. This is the sleeve, one side of the sleeve. What I'm going to do, I've already notched the midpoints. Fold the band, the one I want to use for the rope, I'm going to fold it into two and also notch the midpoint as well. Positive side of the sleeve is facing the positive side of the yellow fabric. So I'm going to place them together at the notch area and I'll pin it down. The next thing I'm going to do, I will measure from this notch, I will measure 4 inches. I'm going to pleat the sleeve like this till where the 4 inches stops. Then I will sew it down. I will also measure from this notch area, I will measure 4 inches and pleat the sleeve to where the 4 inches stop. I'm sewing with half an inch. I'll remove the pin. I'm going to measure from the notch part. I'll measure 4 inches. I'm going to pleat this other side of the sleeve. I'll pleat this other side of the sleeve to where the 4 inches with half an inch. The back stitch. Next I will do is to turn the yellow fabric like this. I'll sew it down like this. You raise your footer up, then you will sew it down with 1/4 of an inch. I'll stop somewhere here. I'll back stitch. I'll cut the excess out. I'll do the same thing on this side as well. The next thing I'll do is to bring it out. You push the edges out gently. I'm going to give it a good press when I'm done to make it flat. The next thing I'm going to do, this is how it will look like when you are done bringing out the two rope. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this rough seam. So I'm going to fold in about half an inch. I'll use it to cover this seam. Just like this. Then this is how it's going to look like. Band, I'm going to stop 2 inches away from the band. Then back stitch. Inches that we stopped before turning it to the positive side, what we'll do to the edge, we cannot leave it like this. You will bend it twice, tiny. You bend it tiny twice, just like this. Just like this, and sew it down at the edge. Front of the armhole. I'm going to put my sleeve inside. It's time to sew the sleeve to the bodies. The front bodies and the front armhole are lined together. As you can see, the sleeve fits in properly after pinning. Then the next thing to do is to sew it round with half an inch. When I get to where the pin is, I'll remove the pin. I'll continue with the sewing. Look like, as you can see, it is very lovely. I'll do the same thing on the other sleeve. This is the final outcome of the dress. It's very easy to make and very comfortably. You can decide to also wear a waist belt to it to give it another style. With or without a waist belt, which one do you prefer? Comment down below. Any question regarding today's tutorial, comment down below. If you find my tutorial helpful, please give me a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. I upload weekly tutorial on my channel, and also remember to hit on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you'll be notified. Until I come your way next, please stay safe and stay blessed. Make yours and share with us on our Facebook group, Seamstress Zone. Bye.